Hi, I'm Kurt Brown, also known as Saint Rambone. I am an alleged survivor of abortion. I bring this up because it's kind of striking if you think about it. I was told this in the year, I think, 2006. I'd gone in for an earache. There was a movie made about an abortion survivor called October Baby. It was released, I think, in 2013, but it was about someone from my native city in Mobile, Alabama. To be an abortion survivor is unreal, because I don't believe it. I think my mother might have been subjected to some sort of chemical agent around the World War II era that caused her to have problems. She almost died. It could have also have altered her ovaries. She was just a child. She was also born during the era of World War II, meaning there was a lot of radiation and things like that around. And it's sort of unreal. I was forcibly injected and tortured, however, by the federal government in my adult years, starting in 2001 and again in 2004. Sheriff Jack Tillman was terminated. I was trying to report his thievery and they would not allow it. I was injected in 2004 because what is, they take away your rights of habeas corpus. I was injected in 2001 where I didn't have no rights of habeas corpus, so they do not even exist really. If the government calls you insane, they can do anything they want to you. I was insane for going to work for the FDIC, where they had killed a regional director prior to my arrival in San Francisco, and where my boss was almost blown up in his neighborhood in Rockland, California in 1999. And that might have been coincidental, who knows, but I doubt it. Because they had another neighborhood blow up in San Bruno, California, which is about 100 miles away, if not less. A similar situation. So basically what I did was I was reporting the sheriff as stealing in the year 2001. I fled Alabama, Mobile, Alabama. Sheriff Jack Tillman was stealing. He took my gun permit. I had no gun on me at the time that he took it. I had owned legal guns at the time. I was also a freelance private investigator or investigative journalist. I'd taken it upon myself to investigate other crimes in the banking industry, not only the death of the regional director where I'd worked, but they were pushing us around in an office where I was a bank examiner for the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, a federal agency. They were pushing us around in both the Roseville office at the FDIC and also at the San Francisco office, which was more like in the Tenderloin, and it was more in the Tenderloin district, and it was very upsetting there also. Very strange working for the federal government. Since that time, many bank examiners have been put out of work due to the Financial Services Modernization Act in 1999, which was deregulation, and then the 1992 was the FDIC Improvement Act, which gave them early resolution, which means they could chop up a bank very quickly. They set it up for the butcher table in 1992 and chopped them up in 1999, or started doing it. And now in the year 2014, our number of banks has been reduced. Our quality of life has been reduced. In the United States, we have less and less human or civil rights. I realized I was deceived from the beginning, because if I am an abortion survivor, I have not been compensated for that, nor have I been compensated for the forced injections and torture I received. It made me lose my tactile sensations in my skin. My hands don't have much sensation, and other things, other symptoms related to stroke, where I was injected and basically tortured. I have a tumor here. That's one reason I have my shirt off. It's over here. You can see the tumor. It looks like a pimple, but it's not. It's a tumor. I got to get that cut out. I have a tumor there. I have to get that cut out. I don't have private health care. I no longer trust state and federal health care. I'm wondering how many other abortion survivors are there. I will be linking this on YouTube and putting in the links of October Baby for that movie and other abortion survivor movies. I am completely right-brained, more or less. I could hardly speak when I was young. I had to teach myself to speak with my own skills. I think by having to keep my mouth shut. When I was very young, I actually learned how to speak. That's the irony of that. By keeping my mouth shut, I learned to speak. Actually, it was horrible. In my 20s, I overcame all of it. Trained myself, studied brain psychology, all that stuff. This is Kurt Brown, alias St. Rambone. Hoping the girl who was the actual girl in the movie October Baby is okay. I need to do some work out there. I need a job. I need all those things. I was terminated from my work for not dropping an EEOC complaint. They more or less drove me into the ground. California is not what you think it is, kids. Neither is Alabama, for that matter. I've requested for the Iranian embassy in Paris, France, to grant me a passport. I plan on stopping in Nice for a bit. Stop in Nice, France, and then maybe go jump in Iran in the sand. I'll be seeing you there. Think about this. How unjust is the world? You're born an abortion survivor. Nobody tells you. Then, years later, somebody tells you you're an abortion survivor, but there's nobody to verify it. It could be your parents who were hurt. Then you're beat from the government every time you turn around. Then you're injected and tortured to the point you have a stroke. You also lose sensation in your hands. You lose some of your vision. Some of your memory goes out, and you have other stroke symptoms. My ear is an elephant. My ear is a walrus. A walrus could be... I once knew an Italian guy who sang only when he was drunk, they said. Only when he was drunk. I urge you not to drink alcohol, do other drugs or traps. Do not go in the military. Protect yourself. See you in the blue clouds of another day. The big question is at the abortion clinics where I go get health care, who wants to be baby's mama? Who wants to be baby's mama? Who wants to be baby's mama? I don't beat them, I don't drink, and I don't eat mashed potatoes in the sunshine. All my friends are dying. I heard that said one time. All my friends are dying. Highly distraught individual. This is Kurt Brown, alias St. Rambone. Google Mobile Audit Cloth. See YouTube St. Rambone videos. My favorite TV character is the guy from Fifth Element. The guy with the quarter hat. A specialist in weaponry. I want him to take a ride on Zindong. I've thought of this spaceship being able to destroy and create at the same time. Moves ice particles from the rings of Saturn over to the moon of Earth, so we can drink, eat, and be merry. Oh, my aching tumor. I know it's not a rumor, but I got one on my pizza pie.